And you're here live right now from Hit the Bid headquarters as crazy man Kenny Glick, who says you can't make money shorting the Qs, has his largest short position on of his entire life as we are playing the fade of the century.
Because the bull market just ended today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are short the Qs, and it is 9:57 a.m., and we are still short the Qs. A new record for 2024. You are short the Qs now for 27 minutes. 27 minutes, people. Can we make it to the half an hour? It's exciting. It's trading. And if it wasn't for NVDA right now, these Qs would be down $2 or $3 right now. But it is pretty exciting. We shorted the Qs. It started as a goof because they hit the half number at 461.50. Only Mike was there to witness our short at 461.20 with a 30-cent risk. That's how this whole trade got started. Covered it, realized I was like, you know what? I think I'm onto something here. UVXY starts to going up. Next thing you know, we're rolling over. Here it is. Will we make it to the half an hour? Somebody check outside for the pigs flying by. We don't know what's going to happen. The market may actually give it Jerry Orbach today. We got 10,000 shares of the SQQ. I got 500 contracts on. Let's go. And by the way, where's my friend? You see where do you see where UVXY is? You still got that 100 shares at 32.50 short. They're at 25 and a quarter now. See, all you had to say was yes, and that would have been your money. I put a special 100 share short aside for what's your name, Chris, and all you had to say was I believe, and I would have given you that trade. I would have just given you $1,000. I put that trade on specifically for you. I made a special account, the Doubter Chris trade. I gave you 100 shares. I have 28,000 shares short. But right now, it's all about the Q short, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually happening live right here. We are short the Qs, and we're going to pass the 10 o'clock. We might make it. We got 40 seconds. Will we make it past 10 o'clock actually being short the Qs? It's been a while. I don't know how to feel about this entire moment right here, but the UVXY is only 10 cents away from going green. This is the day that we anticipated, and we're living it right now in full red and green, and it's actually happening. So this is probably the most excited I've been about traded of the year. I've been waiting for a sell-off that actually might take root. We are on the right side of this trade. Now, let me remind you, at 10 o'clock, all hell could break loose, and we could get stopped out. But right now, feeling pretty lovely about this short. All right, so I got 958 is my stop on the rest of my SQQ. I'm not counting on this market going down anymore. I'm assuming we're going to lose all our money being short the Qs, but it really has felt good for that 40 minutes that we've been doing it so far. So let's put our stops on because realistically, you know we're not going to be able to stay short the Qs. All right, I didn't want to get everybody too excited. 458.16 is one, and 458.34 is your second. All right, remain calm. It's not going to last, right? See, you got all excited about being short the Qs. We made it past 10 o'clock, which is something. Now, if we can make it past the first massive green candle, which is what we're happening right now, and then we're going to be on to something. All right, so the semis are giving it back. It's just that NVIDIA is holding the whole market together. And usually the buying begets more buying. The shorts are forced to cover. And next thing you know, we're at all-time highs. So as much as it was exciting and we made it to 10 o'clock, I'm still shocked. Never get excited about being short the Qs. I was just pretending to be excited because we're probably going to get out of the whole fucking thing right now. It's just amazing, right? As soon as you get overly excited, and then you realize we haven't even made it to prior day VWAP, right? So we had everything right there. Blow off top pre-market, rolls over. We're able to stay short into the open. We got through one of the rallies, two of the rallies, three of the rallies. Holy shit, did we just make it? Did we just make it? That's it right there. This is the pivot. Either we're getting stopped out in the next 5 minutes, or we actually might just be able to stay short the Qs right now. This is it, people. Somebody resurrect Jerry Orbach. Put a picture of Jerry Orbach on the screen right now. Nobody cover. We nailed it. Oh, fucking Sid. This is going to happen, baby. Let's go. Let's start to dream now. Now we know that's our stop. So now we're locked in. We're locked in. Now you know. Just keep your stops right here. The bottom of this candle, 458.16 and 458.38. That's it. Just stay short right now. If we can make it through the next 5 minutes and we roll right here, we got the finger of God. And if the UVXY goes green right now, we are going to be loving this short. The next 5 to 10 minutes is going to be the whole shebang right here. We're going to make it. We're going to win. We're going to win. This is it right here. See, now once you identify the trade, right? Once you identify risk, you got nothing to worry about now. You know we're probably not going to be able to stay short the Qs, right? But right now, the market's telling us we going to win. We going to win. And we go red today. I don't know. I'm going to start dancing around because this day is starting to pan out exactly how I thought it would. And on top of all that, this is supposed to be the most notorious bullish day of the entire month. But how could you say that after we've gone up? You know that we've only had an hour and a half of true selling all month up until today. This has been a real actual half an hour of selling. Let's see if we can make it to another half an hour worth. This could be the turn right here, and all our dreams of the market going down are going to be dashed. Wow. But if UVXY goes green, we're on. It's just that NVDA doesn't want to give it up, and there's no way we're going to get a real sell-off without the king getting smoked. They got to come for the king. How'd you like that NVAX trade? Huh? I'm starting to think people are that they take my calls and they run with it, right? I mean, we got exactly what we were looking for on that thing. I mean, $17.12 was my call, and we went there, overshot it by a little bit. Then I used 17.12 on the way out. And again, just like every other day, we wind up getting stopped out of the NVAX, and then we get to do it the next day. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Give me a consolidation between 1485 and 1550 again. And then we'll see. Look, we're not going to make it. See, I got excited about being short. I don't think we're going to make it. I think the next leg, that candle, the next candle is going to get us out of this thing. Yeah, UVXY has already given up half a point. Oh, well. Bull market's still on. We'll know in the next 5 to 10 minutes. That's why I didn't want to add to it. Never add to the shorts. If you're lucky enough to make money shorting something, just milk it for what you can. Don't ever. Ooh, wait a minute. I got this one on my scanner from a couple of days ago. Pump and dump next gen. Oh no, it's already gone green. I'm still short the Qs. I'm about to get stopped out probably in a couple more ticks, but right now I'm still in everything. All right, let me go manage my trade. Hold on a second before I do something stupid. If we can make it through this 5-minute spot right here, I think we might we might roll over here. UVXY is telling a different tale. I'll admit, I got a little excited seeing UVXY almost going green there. But without UVXY going up and NVDA going down, there's really no chance we're going to follow through. But we're only half an hour into the day, still short the Qs. This is a new record for 2024. Stop the presses. Flash, this just in. The market actually can pull back for more than 7 minutes. Breaking. By the way, AMD's given back 7 points. Rambus is already red. The SOX itself has given back 2. I actually really think we're on to something here. It's just the enormity of it will be contained because NVIDIA is so damn strong. But AMD is going negative. That's huge. Holy shit! We get the roll right here. 456.40 is what you're looking for. You got the screen? So all this selling, right? I mean, all this is basically is still just a fade. You break the prior day VWAP, and we're talking. We can't even get to prior low, let alone even the prior day VWAP. So, and this is how you do it, man. This is you want to try to stay short. Just we got paid. You got tight stops on, and now it's just a waiting game. We just don't go down. All right. The pain will be over soon. Well, then again, it's a winning trade. But it's amazing. We can't even get to prior day VWAP. It's awesome. And by the way, I'm going to go out on a limb. Want to hear this limb? I'm going to go out NVIDIA 1200. Not today. I'm saying before this split, it'll be a 1200. So that being said, as the smart people use that phrase too much. That being said, I don't think the market has any chance of actually pulling back when you have the king of all stocks about to rally another 10%. And we just got out of 958, just got stopped out of most of the SQQ. And the Q trade out. And we're about to get stopped out of the last lots. And then you could call it a day. And we are out. Oh, man. You know, I came onto YouTube hoping that we would be all witnessing a major rollover and an absolute bloodbath. And it all turned out to be as a decent trade. I'm with you, Steve. I think that might have been it. All right. I'm out. Hey, at least I sold some SQQ at 962, but most of it just went out at 958. I bought at 949. I sold some at 52, 62, and most of it at 58. Wasn't bad. Q short. I'm sitting out right now, but right now we were short the Qs this whole time, which is a fucking miracle in itself. Just got stopped out of those two red lines. Now I'm assuming we're going to test the VWAP. We test the VWAP from underneath and then we roll. I might have the courage to short the Qs again because it is feeling right. So I'd like to see us test from underneath and then roll. And if I have to, I don't mind chasing a Q short. If this consolidation now up here fails and rolls and breaks the low of the day, I'm going to get back into a short position. But NVIDIA is at the highs of the day. So chances are we might have just seen the action for the day. We just might consolidate too and just go back to being choppy and annoying. It would have been a lot more exciting if we just rolled over and died. So the purest VWAP trader, right? I personally, again, the reason I didn't use the VWAP for my last stop is that my risk tolerance for being short the Qs is very, very small. So I tightened the stop up to the ass crack and the last price it broke down from. The VWAP trader says, all right, I'll cover some here, some here. The VWAP trader is still short the Qs because they're using VWAP as their last line of defense. So in theory, the Q short's still in play. It's just I tighten the stops up because I know it's a stupid trade and it never lasts. So I might as well take the money when I got it. So back to NVIDIA, it's going to be hard for the market or the Qs and specifically to go down when this stock's still powering its way up and you're probably getting, 1,200 on it. But something's got to give. It's like we've gone up every day the whole month, right? We've been pretty much going up we're like at a 90% bullish to bearish since October. I mean, it is getting a little crazy, but the idea that a market can't go up because you think it's going up too much, that doesn't compute. That doesn't work. Doesn't matter what you think. There is no such thing as too much. The market will tell you when it's too much. For instance, it would have went red today. If it wanted to sell off, we would have kept selling off when it was at 457.50. We would have got the 456.50. One of these days is going to happen. Oh, 600? Yeah. Once we make it through today, right? Tomorrow is usually a bullish, boring day. For Memorial Day weekend, we usually gap up on Tuesday and go. Wednesday is usually a little profit taking, but we usually stay bullish, and semis are usually hot during the summer. So I don't see any reason that NVIDIA doesn't get the other 160 points, which gets you to the Qs to around 465, 470. And then just momentum gets you to the 500. And then you're just talking, that's 600 is only 20% away. So 20% in 2 years, I'd actually almost guarantee it the way that things are looking right now. But at the same time, I'm not going out and buying $600 calls for 18 months out. I'd rather just do what we're doing like today, make money, and, it's like I sell puts on the Qs because I don't think we're ever going anywhere near 340 again. You could sell 340 puts on the Qs for like $10 going out to I think it was March. I sold some of those to next year. More importantly, NVAX might be going green right here, right? It's kind of dead today, but actually probably better watch the NVAX. I just think it's going to be we hit the price target yesterday, and then we sold off, and now we're consolidating. Usually you're going to get a choppy consolidation day, which I think is what we're doing, what we're watching on NVEX, which is good. I'd rather see it chop today and then break again tomorrow, get some really cheap $16 calls tomorrow, maybe some lottos, 1750s tomorrow. But overall, it's just been short the Qs. I mean, I haven't done anything else. Dude, I think we're gonna have to get back involved. Kenny, it's crazy to think we're gonna short the Qs again. You said 1,000 times, never short the Qs. You're like a hypocrite. It's crazy. Well, we never got back over VWAP. The idea of shorting the Qs again just sent like an acid reflux bubble into my throat. Oh, my body just said, nah, don't short the Qs again. You made it. You did two of them today for profits. Just leave the kid alone. Yeah, I think UVXY is telling us that we should probably go back to the idea that the market's going to just coast here. We'll see. It's only 1018. It got rejected at the VWAP, so that's important, you know? It's a very important move right here. Again, I don't want to get overly, excited about being short the Qs, I'm out right now. If I'm going to have to get back in if I want to get in. But I like your PDD better. Yeah, nice trade. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I'm kind of hoping that we do coast right now. And maybe they save I'd be surprised if we sell off tomorrow because it's usually just a bullish, boring day going into Memorial Day weekend. But man, if we do sit here and those 950s tomorrow on the SQQ looking juicy. But if I had to figure in, it's just so hard to remain bearish because there really is no reason to be bearish. That's why we're in the wait and see mode already. No harm, no foul, no shame being on the sidelines right now. Right, we won the day again. You guys are crushing it with PDD. Very nice. PDD 3 days ago, earnings report. Remember? Oh, that was only yesterday? My brain is on fire. Like, I thought for sure this was like 2 or 3 days ago. What's today? Is today Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Thursday. Wait, the PDD was yesterday? Thursday. Wednesday. Huh. It seems so long ago. I guess because I went out and actually left the house yesterday, went to go play pickleball. Well, if you did short the Qs again, I am mighty, mighty proud of you. I don't like the fact that UVXY is not following along to the upside, but Q short. See, if you use the Qs, if you use the VWAP as your last out, you're in. I used my breakout prices and breakdown prices. This is actually starting to feel awesome. I'm going to take the acid reflux indicator and say I'm not going to short the Qs again. Because I probably should have just did it when I decided not to do it. And here we go. And UVXY is perking up. And the S&Ps are going red right now too. Well, hell yeah. if you did short the Qs again. You see? Eric? No, I don't know why I keep calling you Eric now. Steve? Bob? What's his name again? Robin? Roger? What was that dude's name again? Chris. See, Chris? I'm not in the trade now. Does it mean it's not a good trade if you shorted the Qs right now? Got rejected at the VWAP? This guy's still short the Qs, right? I just use a different, I was using a little tight of a stop, and I don't mind that I got out. I could have just got right back in, and I chose not to. Does that make me a bad trader? Just makes me indifferent right now. But I'll tell you something, AMD is negative. That's a full-blown reversal now. Do you know how significant that is? Well, if you don't know, it is. It's like NVIDIA's little brother. You'd think, the little brother would have stayed strong today, but that's, as they say, a chink in the armor of the semiconductors. But look at the Qs, right? They didn't even go back to the double bottom that tested from before. I'm over here now. Hey, is this thing still working? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Hi. Oh, tonight we're probably going to schmooze. Should be a good one. I'll start drinking tonight. Carry it into the weekend. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to launch a new YouTube channel because I realize I've been going on and on about other things. I'm going to keep this channel specific to this market. So I'm just going to launch a, Kenny Glick for President channel. I'll let you know when I do it. And please, everybody, follow me. I'm going to just launch all Glick for President stuff. Keep it separate. Telling you, the old ladies were digging my rap yesterday. I don't think we're ever crashing. Now what are we going to do? All right, so those same stops from earlier, right? Look how they're going to come back into play. So now, if we don't roll here, we just might be sitting in a, another bullish consolidation, choppy bore fest. And you're happy that you made your day's pay. It's 10:30. And if it wasn't raining, I'd probably go out and play pickleball again. But if you are short, again, you will know what's about to happen in the next 5 to 10 minutes because now you got what could be a Kardashian bottom moment. Here's butt cheek. There's your crack. This could be the turn. So it would be a Kardashian VWAP break and a VWAP break. And the last thing you want to be doing is shorting if it makes the turn. But right now it's in limbo. There's a lot of selling out there, which there should be. People taking profits finally. But the rent stays the same. This stock's is insane. You guys watch Rent anymore? R-E-N-T. As a matter of fact, what was the other stock? Not Riley. Oh, Root. Where'd that wind up going? $58. Brown Jesus? I don't know. Brown Jesus is doing his real job. I don't know. He's got things to do. He gets sick of the bull market too. not much to say when we go up every day. What else was out there? Wasn't there a couple other ones? Snow, didn't they report? Wait a second. Did this reverse to the downside? How come nobody's talking about this one? There's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal to the downside. Now you got your faux show, bro, possibly long. Wait a minute. They reported last night, right? Or was that this morning? Oh, no, this was last night. Oh, man. Should have been on that one. Nice. The rent stays the same. Yeah, NVAX, I'm looking 1485. Oh, no, sorry, now 1470. There's the 1485. I'd like to see it under 15, consolidated between 1550 and 1485. Hopefully we get a shot at those 15s tomorrow. Again, stock did what it wanted to do yesterday. Got to where it needed. And, you know, the bottom of the candle is the 1480. The top of this is the 1480. You're not seeing what I'm doing here, but yeah, this is what you want. Because the next consolidation, as long as it doesn't roll over and die, the next consolidation, we get that 1750 break. And then we're looking, then we'll start looking at those 20s. And then hopefully this thing makes that next move to the 2750, which is where I think we get. But I'll take a nice couple of days off of NVAX, conquer that, hit it nice. There really isn't anything going on right now. Seriously, it was just, I haven't done anything other than shorten the Qs. I bought the SQQ, and there's not much else going on. I missed snow. That would have been a nice trade. Actually, I'll probably stalk here. 1480. It gets to the if it undershoots the 1480 and it gets back above it, I'd be buying NVAX today. Maybe even throw some 15s out there. But being short the Qs it's still on for some of you. For my next trick, I want to get my main screen with the scanners to beam into on YouTube. Scanners. I got the best scanners. You know about ScanMan? Well, let's see if I could do this. Let's see if YouTube's hip to, if I could switch screens while doing the video. I think I can. Watch this. Instantaneously. Check this out. You guys, so this is a cartoon that we built for me to make fun of people who sell scanners. We're actually going to animate my character and he's going to have his own series, hopefully. I got big plans. Hopefully these guys are talented enough to animate this thing. But check this out. This is the working out the bugs here. All right. Well, I think that's it. I mean, we shorted the queues. We made it 31 minutes. And I don't know. GCT, interesting from yesterday, right? That was another earnings report from yesterday. Zim, very interesting from yesterday, still in play. NVAX headed to the 1480. I might sit here and just wait to buy some of that. But I'm pretty content. We shorted the queues, lived to tell the tale, covered near the lows, and I don't want to overtrade, obviously, in a bull market. So I'm going to go see how much coffee I have left. You guys hanging out tonight? Let's hang out tonight. We'll have some cocktails. We'll talk Vice. And within probably, let's go, maybe even June 1st, I might be doing another class. So if you lunatics out there haven't experienced one of my classes, I get together on Saturday at like 12 o'clock for a couple of hours to do a review with my members. If you've ever been interested in the setup that I'm always talking about, how it works all the time, I'll demonstrate it for you, and I'll show you all the back. Chris, you're invited. All the back testing you need, I'll show you. And again, there are days where, and again, when the skeptics look at the trade and they say, well, it wound up doing this after you did that. Yeah, there's still trading involved, like that PDD. The PDD was a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal to the downside. But if you stayed short an hour later, you were getting hammered. That's why it's called trading, not push button, make money, don't think about anything. Those days happen. But here's what I suggest. This is going to be a paid for class for some people, but come to the website now, enjoy the free shit for the next 10 or so days. And then the class, you'll just join the class and we'll figure all that stuff again. I don't even talk about memberships anymore. I just want to make people money. Just start coming. So I don't even know if we have a password on the website anymore. I've lost my way. I've just been trading. I've been concentrating on my trading, not doing a lot, focused on my positions. I've been in a good way lately because I've finally accepted the market's never going down. But it might one day. Let me see. What are we doing tonight? So tonight, maybe I'll get my I'll see if the Almanac trader's around. We should start talking seasonality, and considering this has been a complete opposite of selling in May and going away. Let's see. I don't know. I can't log in for some reason. I think my dog needs to go out or something. How about that NVAX 1485 right there? He got there. I didn't buy any yet. I'm gonna see if they overshoot it to the downside. I'm in no rush. All right, yeah, just leave it at do it now. Do it now, VWAP. That's your password. So I'll see you. Stop in later, or stop in now. Come now. Here. You got to type it just like that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy some NVAX because every time I say I'm waiting for a price and it gets to that price and then I talk myself out of buying it at that price, I always regret it. I'm buying right now. I'm just buying a little bit. I'm buying right here. I'm in 93. Just a little bit, just to start. Because every time I say that, and then I'm like, oh, why didn't I buy any? Just buy a little bit. Can't hurt. Can't hurt buying a little bit. Look at that. See? We're already making money. Can't be stopped. Right? There you go. 15 bucks on NVAX. Look at this. We're geniuses. Geniuses! 15 bucks on the bid now. Look at this NVAX ripping. It's the way the matrix works. Aha! You see? I outsmarted you that time. I actually bought some, you bastard. That's exactly how trade usually works. You hesitate, and then you say, oh, and then you wind up chasing the trade that you just wanted to do. Then it pulls back, and you freak out, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be in this anyway. And then you take the small loss, and then it goes again. You just experienced trading right there. Don't hesitate. You got an idea? Do it. Do it. Anyway, I'm going to get some coffee. This is more of a swing trade anyway. I'm not really looking to make the 12 cents that it popped. But there ain't much going on. So, yeah, we'll talk. We'll schmooze. I'm going to call some friends. Maybe we'll get Brian Shannon. I don't know. Usually people can't make the show unless they plan to get there. Who else can we reach out to? Maybe Josh Brown will show up one of these days. Maybe we just nailed the NVAX. By the way, let me show you why, again, 1485 was important. When you go back and you look for support, right? A lot of people like using moving averages. I don't use moving averages. I use exact price. That's what makes me different than most people. Exact price. Like I have exact prices. So where do I get the 1485 zone? I look for candles where stocks broke out from and then tested. So if you see before it went past the 15, there's the 15 candle. The bottom of this candle is 1480. The top of this candle is 1480. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but top and bottoms of candles, that's significant. And then you usually the algos will pull back. And if it searches for those areas, if it holds, you've got a new support level. If it breaks, you start going into those prior candles, and then you go back to the bottom of those candles, and that's where you usually pull back to. Remember this guy? What? Yeah, it looks like we might call it an early day here. We're just chopping back and forth. The dog apparently needs something. What? Did Jimmy fall down the well again? Huh? Yeah. I got to get him on TikTok. Do you see that everyone's doing TikToks with their dog? They put one hand out, the other hand out, and you wait for your dog to put his hand up on your hand. You think you're smart enough to do that? All right. Give him his own show. He's got a bum leg now. He got like a dislocated knee or something. So sad. He twisted every once in a while the wrong way. And he's limping around. All right, let's go. So excited. AMD. Short. Brody. This AMD rolling over is, is actually one of the best trades of the day. It really is. It's a full blown 1 minute multi day VWAP reversal on NVIDIA's younger brother. To me, this is a very bearish moment right here. The way they're selling most of the semiconductor stocks off, it's just NVIDIA's not going down. I mean, Sid, we would have been killing it on this Q short if NVIDIA would have given it back just at least a little bit more. There's still more selling than buying. Josh. Yeah, no, we used to be friends. I was at his birthday party. We're still, you know what it is? It's like, I like, for instance, I was at the Josh Brown JC. They had a birthday party, right? I know some of these guys, but again, how many times can I say I'm not a fan of the industry and make fun of people with MBAs and say how most of what everybody does is completely worthless? It's insulting. I get it. I know why people don't like me. I insult you, again. But real traders, we don't like anybody, right? Real traders. I'm a 30-year veteran trader. I don't give a fuck what you think, right? Fundamental analysis. Yeah, keep trying to pretend that your degree from university MBA means something. And you know what? That's insulting to somebody that spent all that money on that degree. And hey, wait a second. Well, I can analyze a 10Q. Can you? No, nor do I have to, because it means nothing. So eat me. Yeah, some people aren't going to like that attitude. Hey. You know what I'd like to go back to? I'd like to go back to the guy that ridiculed me in 1999. Oh, it did not just ridicule me. If you've seen the video when I was on 2020 and 60 Minutes and all those news shows, he said the day traders are just a bunch of guys who missed the bus to Atlantic City, which in a way is true. But you're going to tell me that your fundamental analysis takes away the guesswork and the speculation and you're a fraud. That same guy was the one who was selling you shitty products that brought down society in 2009. I live in the world of reality where I could touch and understand the market mechanics. I see what's going on. And through that, you can then make true predictions of what's going to happen next better than anybody that's talking about fundamentals. I don't care if a company makes drugs or cars. It's absolutely meaningless. That's why when people say this NVIDIA can't keep going up, why not? NVIDIA is the Tesla of chip stocks. Tesla wasn't going up every day because of their cars. People wanted to be involved with Musk. I didn't buy Tesla because of the cars. I bought Tesla originally because I was like, this guy is going to fucking invent something else. He's going to invent space travel, and we're going to get a piece of the action as Tesla shareholders. He's going to invent, again, I'm telling you, we were joking around about all the things we were going to invent. Inevitably, we're running out of room on Earth. They're going to have to either, everyone's going to have to just agree to be cremated, or I was thinking Elon Musk figures out a way just to blast us off, just blast us into the sun. He'll charge like, 20 grand. You just get shot into the sun. I'm in. Shoot me into the sun. Or he invents something else. And I always figured, but it's the same thing with NVIDIA. You can't put value on something that everybody wants. It's, in the word, invaluable. You can't put a price tag on it. It could go to 2,000 in the next 3 weeks. Everybody wants it. And everybody wants some. I want some too. Everybody wants some. to from me. Everybody wants to go like you. Whoa. Everybody wants some. We actually going down. This is good, man. Hey, listen, I'd rather see the action on the downside. By the way, how about that NVIDIA call? Huh, Chris? It's live trading. 14, right? 1492 entry, baby. Come on. All kidding aside, I might have to short the Qs again at some point today. It is getting. I'm getting a little excited. George is getting angry right now. But seriously, while we're sitting here and I was saying AMD reversing, do you see where AMD is now? So if you just, again, let me before this, see if the charts get blown up again. Let me try to share these charts. So this is what a reversal looks like. They just want to look at my dumb face. Is that it? Is that it? YouTube doesn't want to give you, I don't know, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to help you guys. Just come to the website. It's so much easier. You get to see the freaking scanners and you don't have to look at my face. See, that's what's better. It's just charts and my voice. You don't have to look at me. By the way, NVAX, right? So assuming for a second, you just put it on as a day trade. All right, cool. We're in at 1492 with an 84 out. And you did yourself 1,000 shares right there, which is typically what I do on any stock under $25. You got yourself $300 trade right here as the market's rolling over, Holmes. As AMD continues to break lows. So again, let me see. How could I do this? Wait, hang on. I don't want to break anything. There you go. There's 4 on my screen. You get to see 4. I got 2 more over here. I live in NASA. This is NASA command. Oh, see, I knew I'd break something inevitably. Fuck. See what I do for you, Chris? So you got the scanner over there. What that's scanning is most stocks between 30 and 120. Give me a view of the whole thing. Down here, the scanners are scanning stocks that reported earnings. This is a big block dark pool scanner. That's the shit right there. This is scanning for the 10,000 share blocks, 100 contracts. So when I see market momentum, I check the scanner. I see if there's big size going off on some puts, as you would expect right now, right? And then this thing is just looking for the small cap bullshit. This is my options right here. And so let's go. I'll show you AMD. So AMD, when euphoria and complacency turn into fear and dismay, it's the greatest trade in the world. And how do you know, right? So if you could see the screen, it would be cool if I was to be able to zoom in. You don't know it's about to roll over and die, right? Over here. But then it rolls over. You have to short it. So when your gapped up stock is rolling over, you got the blow off top as the first thing you see. Then it breaks back. That's just your classic head and shoulders. If the head and the shoulders are lining up with a VWAP break, do it. Do it. Short it and use the shoulder and the head as your stops, your target's prior day VWAP. And then if you break through prior day VWAP, which is this orange line down here, usually you get follow through. That's why we call it the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And it works. Back to my face. And it works. And it works. And if that's the only trade you take forever, forget swing trading NVAX or Carvana or some other bullshit biotech stock or fucking cousin Richie gambling on earnings reports. If you only take this trade for the last 18 months, there's been 0 losses. Not one. For the last 18 months, there hasn't been a fail. And now let me just explain one more time to the guy in the back who said, I shorted the PDD yesterday and I got my ass kicked. You shorted the PDD and you got your ass kicked, right? Okay. That's because you're a nudnik. Take my class. You're shorting a stock because it breaks the 1 minute and the multi-day, drops 9 points, and you figured out a way to lose money on that trade, and you're going to blame the VWAP or this bald guy? That's on you, Holmes. You're not taking money off the table. You're shorting something at 150, 250. We're pretty much done almost at 150. Then it shoots down another 7 or 8 just for fun. And then it's back above the VWAP. If you're still short, it's you, my friend, that doesn't know what you're doing. That's why we don't do alerts. Because imagine you got your alert at 9:26. All right. Hit the bid cruise, shorten PDD. Let's go. By 9:35, it was over. So if you're sitting there and maybe you don't get the alert of our way out, you're sitting there going, what the fuck? I thought these trades always work. Meanwhile, it worked for 14 points. We're going negative. The market's rolling over. We're all going to die. By the way, I'm still short the Qs. I haven't covered a shit this whole time. I've been just joking around. I'm fucking with the Matrix. It's going to happen. We're going negative today. No, I'm actually, I still got a little bit. Little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to say this out loud. I think we're actually going red this time. We're through the multi-day. Holy shit, this is happening. I wish I could show you this chart. I'm going to try one more time, and then I'm going to say, just come to the damn website. It's so much easier. Just come to the website. Well, I think it's because, I'm laying down too much information. I'm blowing up YouTube. Well, hopefully within the next couple of months, we have all this all worked out. I'm going to have one master button to broadcast across all time and space. All right. I'll see you guys later tonight. Passwords in the chat right there. And probably doing a class, not this Saturday, obviously, but the following Saturday. So this is Memorial Day weekend. I'll be around for the class next. We'll do a couple hours on a Saturday. Maybe we'll do another. I want to show you guys the option correlations with the trades, because I know a lot of people still are only trading options. It's a very simple procedure. It's just you're trading at the money weekly options, closest to the money. It's really the same. If they don't have weekly options, generally, I don't really like to trade the options on a stock. You want to just trade the cheapest possible option to keep it as if you're trading the stock. Like, for instance, the $15 calls today on NVAX, right? If this was tomorrow, these 15, when NVAX was at 1485, yeah, you can't see my screen, but I'll put it up over here. At 1485 at 1030, these probably would have been 15 by 20. Stock pops 40 cents. Next thing you know, you got yourself a 100% gainer right here. That's why I like trading at the money options on Fridays, because you're getting the cheapest possible option, and the percentage gains are ridiculous. I love the fact this NVAX trade's working the way it's working right now. But, if this was yesterday, or tomorrow is today and today is tomorrow and today was Friday, those $15 calls would have been sitting there, like I said, probably 15 cents maybe. And now you got yourself 100% winner because they'd be trading at least 30, probably 35 by 40 by now. And I don't want to break anybody's spirits, but tomorrow is usually just a very, very boring, bullish type of day. And there's a few days where I suggest you don't even trade. Tomorrow is actually one of those. The worst day of trading still is the Friday after Thanksgiving. It's just I don't know what it is. It's just the day stinks. I always do something dumb. It's a holiday shortened day. It's usually bullish. I don't know, something about that day. I don't trade anymore. I don't trade on my birthday anymore. Some reason I always lose some money on my birthday. But tomorrow's notoriously a bad trading day. But there's so much going on right now. Now that we're past NVDA and we're at all-time highs, you probably just have to assume it's going to be a bullish, boring day. But maybe, who knows? I'll be here. All right. I'll see you guys later tonight. Bring your own beer. I'll be drinking I'm digging the 1800 Reposado now. Better than the Don Julio. Julio. Yeah. The 1800 Reposado. Had that the other day down in Florida. I think I like it better than the Don Julio now. Which is more expensive? I don't even know. 1800. 1800 Repo. How much is a bottle of that? A little bit cheaper. Basically the same. Yeah, no, it is cheaper. What time we schmoozing? Well, let's see what Grateful Dead show we're putting on tonight. This day in Grateful Dead history. This day in Grateful Dead history would be May 23rd. The boys were probably, I don't know. Let's see where. May 23rd. Let's see what comes up. 523. There's a 523.77 show out of 523.82, 73. Let's see. Yeah, just don't log out. By the way, the bull market's back on. Yeah, that short's done. Just when you thought we were about to roll over, look at this move. Holy shit, man! It is something, man. It really is something. You have to stick with the default that you're never going to be able to stay short the Qs. I'm telling you, it is saving me. As much as I get excited, I'm like, ooh, is this going to be different? It's never different. One day it'll be different, and we'll stay short, but just leave your stops on, and what are you going to do? 523.82. Let's see where we're going. The Strand. Ooh, from 72. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Promised Land, Sugaree, Mr. Charlie, Blackthorn to win, Tennessee Jed, next time you see me. Jack Straw, China Rider, Me, My Uncle, China Shuffle. Oh, I know this show. Mexicali, Good Lovin' into Casey Jones. Comes out of the second set with a Ramble on Rose into Dark Star. Little drums, back into Dark Star. Morning Dew, He's Gone. A little Not Fade Away into Hey Bo Diddley, back into the Not Fade Away. I know this show. I think that's what we'll go. 72s, you're never going to be disappointed. If you're a deadhead, you're never going to be disappointed with anything from 72. Speaking of deadheads, where are my heads in the room? You guys know about Re-Listen, right? Re-Listen is phenomenal. Re-Listen is a website, an app that basically has every live show from, a huge amount of bands, but Grateful Dead's their main. And you could search by song. So every night I find the Wharf Rat, which is my favorite Dead song, and I listen to the Wharf Rat from this day in history, and then I listen to however the show goes out. But re-listen, phenomenal. Every Grateful Dead show ever, right here on your phone. It's free too. All right, I'll start playing some music at 5. Esplayon, I like Esplayon. Yeah, but there was another one. They look like they have the same bottle. There's Esplayon, and there's another one with they sell it by me. I forgot what it's called. Here, let me see. What's it called? I only see it at my Wegmans. Wegmans tequila brands. What do they sell? By the way, I don't get the Clase Azul. I mean, it's good, but it's not worth $150 for a bottle. Let's see. Tequila. Not Casamigos. Not Don Julio. Tequila. Let's see what it is. Let's see. Sort by price. There we go. I can't find it, but it's good. It's a mid-priced one. It's pretty good. I forgot I don't know the name of it. Yeah, you know, it's actually I have a bottle of Fortaleza, or is it Fortaleza? I don't know. Fortaleza. My cousin got me a bottle. That's pretty good. I got the Blanco in the repo. Fortaleza or Fortaleza. I don't know, but is that the one? No. Next time I buy it, I'll show it to you. It looks like the Esplayon. It looks like the same exact bottle, but it's just not. It's like it's a different version, I guess. I don't know. All right. Yeah. If you haven't noticed, it takes me like 40 minutes to say goodbye. I'm just gonna go. All right. I'm hanging with some cues short just because I'm a glutton for pain, but that probably not gonna last all day. It's the big one. I got excited when UVXY went green. I was a little excited. I'll admit it. All right. See you tonight. If you show up and there's music playing, that's the schmooze. Usually I play a Dead show from about 5 to 7:30. I roll in around 7:30. I've been smoking a little bit too early lately for the schmooze. I get a little spacey. But what do I got tonight? Yeah, I think I gotta go re-up. Speaking of stuff, if you guys are out there, find these. I fully endorse microdosing mushrooms. You have one, you kind of like gotta, it's there. And you kind of get this little permagrin on your face. 2, you're feeling a little bit different. You go 3, 4, you kind of get the wah-wahs. Wah, 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 wah. You go 5, 6, you need to be alone for a little bit with your headphones on and just chill. And these, my friend, these are my favorite invention ever. Thank you for Todd introducing me to dog walkers. They're just mini joints. You know what? If you ever buy pre-rolls, the pre-rolls sometimes are just not rolled good and you wind up getting canoes or you waste some weed, you never get a canoe on a mini joint. Dog walkers. Fantastic. You get 5 of them in a little carrying case. I think it was like $25. You'd probably get ripped off because of the convenience, but it's fun. All right, I'm really leaving this time. I'll see you guys tonight. All right, you guys got the password? If not, I'm actually going to have to retire Kenny Glick at AOL.com because it's been infiltrated now. Bastards. I get probably 30 emails every hour and a half from Stansberry Research. I can't get them to stop me sending shit. I don't know. I've been infiltrated. But I'm like I said, I'm probably going to launch a new YouTube channel and then start rebranding some of my stuff. So I'm going to have my political rants and my aspirations for president separate from what we're doing here. And you know the Ipswich clams joke, that's deep. Oh, mother, would you put some more petite marshmallows in my hot cocoa? Oh, no. The answer was Deuteronomy. I'll see you.